How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sanity here. It's been a little while since I've actually discussed something that's, I guess, a little bit more or less on, a serious note, I suppose. What we're about to be talking about is really just inexcusable. This story is mainly revolving around two individuals here. An individual by the name of Michelle Wee. Why? I don't know how to pronounce that last name, I'll just stick with Michelle, alright? And another individual by the name of Rudy Giuliani. I actually had to look up this guy to figure out who he was, and apparently he's like some sort of ex-lawyer or ex-mayor or something like that. I feel like I've heard this man's name before somewhere, but I just don't remember where. Matter of fact, I ended up getting the idea to actually talk about this mainly from my mom actually texting this story to me and going you should probably talk about this, and you know what? After reading through this, yeah, this is something that really shouldn't, just go under the radar, especially on this channel. So anyways, let's just take a look at this. Let's take a look at this article here that says, Michelle Wee responds to Rudy Giuliani's highly inappropriate story about golfing together. Michelle said it was unsettling to hear Rudy Giuliani tell a crude story about looking up Wai's skirt as the two golfed at a charity event. Wai responded to Giuliani's story Friday, calling it highly inappropriate, among other things. Wai's response did not mention Giuliani by name, but it was clear who she was talking about. Then, of course, they linked the Twitter thread here, and I'll just kind of read through the full response here as it's listed on the article here. It's unsettling to hear of this highly inappropriate story shared on a podcast by a public figure referencing my panties whilst playing at a charity pro-am. What this person should have remembered from that day was the fact that I shot 64 and beat every male golfer in the field, leading our team to victory. I shudder thinking that he was smiling to my face and complimenting me on my game while objectifying me and referencing my panties behind my back all day. What should be discussed is the elite skill level that women play at, not what we wear or look like. My putting stance 6 years ago was designed to improve my putting stats. I ended up winning the US Open that year, not as an invitation to look up my skirt. Nike makes skirts with shorts built underneath for this exact reason, so that women can feel confident and comfortable playing a game that we love. And, I mean, yeah, honestly, that really should have been mentioned by this guy, but apparently this man was just, too busy just, looking up this chick's skirt just because of that, and, honestly, that is disturbing. I can only imagine being in this situation, finding this out just, out of nowhere, just, finding out that someone that, you were golfing with wasn't really complimenting you on your actual playing strategies, but was rather complimenting you on something else that should not really be mentioned by anyone else other than someone that you're really close with. When I mentioned playing at a charity pro-am, it sounds like she may have been paired up with Giuliani at the event. Giuliani recounts this highly inappropriate story while appearing on Steve Bannon's podcast. In it, Giuliani talked about golfing with Rush Limbaugh, who died Wednesday at an event. Giuliani says that the two noticed paparazzi following them and joked about what they had done to warrant extra attention. Giuliani then said he noticed Wai was exposing her underwear every time she went to putt. Giuliani then told Limbaugh that the paparazzi was actually there to get a shot of Wai's panties. After finishing this story, Giuliani asked Bannon, "Is it okay to tell that joke? I'm not sure." Bannon responded by saying, "We already told it." Honestly, the fact that he even had to ask someone if it was okay to tell a joke like that probably should have been a red flag that you probably shouldn't have even said it in the first place. That's just kind of my philosophy when it comes to things, alright? Here's the thing, okay? You can joke about pretty much almost anything in my personal opinion. I personally won't get too offended by a lot of jokes. I mean, there's just a few of them where I'm just kind of you might need to calm it down a little bit, but outside of that, I think that really almost anything can be joked about. But if your joke that you're trying to tell, has you in the back of your mind questioning whether or not you should actually say it, then maybe you just shouldn't even say it in the first place just to be safe, instead of just going right out ahead and then asking afterwards. That just really shouldn't even be a thing. And the fact that this was his entire thoughts, after this, charity event that, he was at, that was his main thought of the entire thing. Not how, good the golfer that he was paired with actually was, but rather just something else that, again, really shouldn't be mentioned in public. It's just kind of that's just disturbing. Why was that the thing that you got out of this? That's just That's just disgusting, alright? Like, this man is a creep in every sense of the word. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content like this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That's very well appreciated. This has been Sadie, and have yourselves a nice day.
So say goodbye. See you again sometime. La da 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 da. この瞬間が宝物。君たちと私いつまでも今日も生きてよかった。マジよかった。